Welcome to another What of Blaze Silver editing, where we yeah, make draw. Well, we make. Well, we do an yeah. eh, I don't really feel too much like it. I don't really feel like drawing at the moment, but yeah, I have been into the slump too much. So yeah, let's do this. Usually, when I do these things, the Blaze of Silver world is, of course, a fictional world, but it's a thriving world there. And well, they also have comics, and yeah. And what if they have an uh, uh, I forgot one. Okay. Um. Yeah. Where we have something like the Green Lantern. Of course, the last time we did a Green Lantern character, it was Vandal Savage. Yes, the character began as an Golden Age's Green Lantern villain. And the last Green Lantern, the Orchard Stewards, I presume how they were called, the Orchard Stewards, um, was a amalgamation between the Golden Age and the Silver Age Green Lantern, so Alan Scott and Hal Jordan. Yeah, and this time it was a toss-up between John Carroll with an Golden Age character amalgamation, or just doing go over the list of the original four or maybe five if we go Alice Scott with it, and make them amalgamation. I already forgot the name again. It's of course an amalgamation between John Steward. That was not the name I forgot, but the name of the other one, was a taxi driver, and one of the first allies of Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern. Of course, in the Blaze of Silver world, there are no planets, so the Green Lanterns work a bit different than elsewhere. I could. The most easy thing to do was, of course, make it instead of planets, make it satellites that circle the world. But we're not doing that. No. The stewards. Of course, police the multiverse. And yes, the multiverse is at both times less flexible than the DC one, and more flexible. The DC multiverse usually has only 52 universes. There were, of course, elves worlds, of course, but the most visited things are in the 52. Yeah, of course I have to go with the yeah. Okay, in the most silver world in their fantasy of the comic industry are only 10 universes. Most of them are just parallel worlds. Mm. Uh, just when the skeleton first. Da, da, da. And with that world means yeah, the normal world, the more world in the past, the evil world, and so forth. With the 10th, or maybe the ninth, is the water world where that is on the brink of destruction each time. Of course, time travel works different, and from each time travel is also an altered universe. But yeah, the 10 universes can only influence one of the one they are birthed from. In this case, the 10 universes are that of the DC. I forgot how it was called in the place of Silver World. And the time stream things are from the Marvel. And there's a steward from each continent, plus one. No, 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 no. Plus two. The sun has no steward, but the moons have one as well. Yes, I made that up at the spot. Sadly enough. Um, mhm. And personally, not the biggest fan of John Stewart. Not that he's a bad character, I just like, yeah, Guy Gardner a lot more than him. I find him a bit boring. And there's nothing really something wrong with John Stewart. He started in the 70s. Yeah, it's of course at the time, yeah, the token black character. He technically wasn't older than Guy Gardner, but he was a Green Lantern before Guy Gardner. At least according to the internet. I have not read the comics from that far. So it's mostly exactly one of the things. I want to give him a mustache. Then is he, yeah, the sidekick of Nick Fury. From Tip Top Hogan? No. Happy Hogan is from Iron Man. But I don't think I'm too wrong with Tip Top. Well, of course, most people will remember John Stewart, or maybe I could say the people that remember John Stewart as the Green Lantern know it as the Justice League cartoon in the 2000s, maybe a bit earlier, but where yeah, he is more known in the comics with hair, but yeah, they made him a Patrick Stewart so later in the cartoon there. Got a bald head. And of course, one of the strong points of John Stewart in the comics is that he is an architect, which is quite impressive for the time. And I mean mostly, and with that I mean it mostly that it's in the 70s. I expect it was pretty hard to get an architect education. Hopefully I'm wrong, but yeah. And he's a military man, and as people probably don't know, Green Lanterns use their imagination to create constructs after the ring. John Stewart's constructs are, yeah, one of the more stable ones because, yeah, he's architect. So, like Guy Gardner Moore, he is, well, John Stewart uses military things. L. Jordan uses more trades and, of course, Oak. Uh, yeah, and jet planes because he's a pilot. Yeah, and Kyle Runner, I believe Ford was. Yeah, as an artist, so yeah, he has of course the most imagination, but unlike John Stewart, less common sense. Uh, and well, and Guy, Guy Gardner, yeah, he uses giant fists. He's more raw power, and yeah, I like him more because he could easily be a bad guy. You don't expect, yeah, a bully to be the hero. John Stewart, most of the time is, yeah, Nothing wrong with it, but I could is too soon most of the time. Although he can be a bit harsh at times. Of course, one of the things that I don't like is a hard word from John Steward. He is just a guy in a Greenlander suit. He doesn't really stand out as one of the painful things I had when I drew my OC cosplaying as him. Yeah, and she's not black, so yeah, she's absolutely not recognizable cosplaying as him. Yeah, short hair, black man in a green suit. And of course, his charms, but yeah, it makes not a really recognizable silhouette. At least not next to the other humans who are also humans in a green suit. Of course, Guy Gardner has as some at the time some ugly pole cut, but yeah, we are not talking about him, are we? It really doesn't look high. He's horrid, doesn't he? I want him make him an old man. He's a veteran. And because I'm now tired of it, I'm probably just going to color it instead of inking. Of course, before I do that, I probably should be erasing most clear ones. Okay, how does it work? Of course, what I expect to be doing a Marvel one next time. Uh, it should be one of the Human Torch villains, and not the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four, but the original Human Torch, the android. You're not so inspiring because the one for the Human Torch, the version of Human Torch that comes to mind is the Asbest Lady. Of course, the backstory for the Blaze of Silver Human Torch is a time traveler, vigilante, Punisher character. Not with the weapons, but yeah, more with the attitude. So instead of a villain, probably more, the character probably is more classified as a hero, fighting on the wrong side most of the time. Because, well, that Human Torch eradicated her people for being her people. Well, what's he called? Joris Latern. Oh, Joris Light. Okay. He started as a taxi driver. How original. Became a wayward hero as his career commenced. Yeah, the real problem with the Orchard Stewards is I have not a real vision at the moment for how I want to portray it. I likely won't be drawing past the fourth Green Lantern when the time comes. I just don't recognize them as Green Lanterns. The problem is, at the start, there was only one Green Lantern for the section, for a sector. And later made it with two. Then, yeah, when one of the better reboots of the Green Lantern series game, Reese, and making Sinestro a bit more, less more one-dimensional. Where he became a tyrant with a point. So then you had two. And of course, later became the Honor Guard, where with the max, where you could also have two from each sector if need be. But the problem is when Earth has two, it means the other sectors also have the two, and now there are four others. But only I can picture Simon Bass and Jessica, I believe, And those characters are just, yeah, blatant token characters. Really, if they really wanted to add that character, yeah, they could have made them lanterns of the other colors, or made it so that Sector 66 had some new inhabitants. Maybe the supervillain made a base in that abandoned sector, where they kidnapped yeah, Earthlings. And now, oop, you have more Earthling Green Lanterns. But no, they have to be Green Lanterns on Earth. And to make it worse, Green American Lanterns of Earth. It really, really makes the world so much smaller, isn't it? Unless, yeah, unless the Sinestro Corp and the Red Lantern Corp really don't discriminate as much. Sinestro at least recognized that some other other races from that same sector when they came to sector 2000 and something, and yeah, and the Red Lanterns, they had two from Earth, and one was an Englishman, and the other was Dexter, a house cat. Yeah, I was really surprised that one came from Earth, but yeah, this is better than just another human. Boring. It's space cops with aliens. Give me aliens, damn it. Man, I haven't read some Green Lantern book in years. I just can't stand the new arrivals. When Jessica came, there was a whole yeah, thing where the had allied with the Sinestro Corp. And yeah, the Sinestro Corp made the argument that there was really too much humans in the core now. And made it a dangerous monopoly thing. Yeah, and really, they were not in the wrong there. Not with that argument at least. Yeah. Yeah, Sam Bass was a Green Lantern that had more trust in his gun than a magical ring that can create anything that he wanted to defend himself with. Uh, yeah, and I wanted to make camping, but too much brownies too. Mm-hmm. Ah, I really shouldn't do that. It is more the colors now. Yep. Like, oh, I likely will be making a bit browner at the moment there, but or I could be drawing for the next time. Something from DC, but yeah, I really think I should make the Marvel amalgamation between the hyena and the asbestos lady. Yeah. Like I want to say, another one of my best works. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't look that bad. So, well, with that, I'm done. Hope it wasn't too much a waste of your time. Yeah, John Steward is a bit plain. Nothing wrong with the character, and yeah, of course, the voice actor that did him in the Just Need cartoon, awesome voice. But I'm done. Alright.